Have you ever wondered why US soldiers wore green camouflage body armor during Desert Storm, despite fighting in the deserts of the Middle East? It seems strange at first glance, but there's actually a pretty interesting reason behind it. In 1991, the US military launched Operation Desert Storm to liberate Kuwait from Iraqi forces. The environment was harsh, wide open deserts with very little vegetation. So, why didn't American soldiers blend into the environment with desert-colored gear? The short answer: logistics. The US military had a limited amount of desert-patterned body armor available. When Operation Desert Storm began, much of the military's equipment was still geared toward a Cold War scenario, a war expected to take place in Europe where forests and green terrain dominated. Most of the US military's body armor at the time was designed for these European forests, which is why green woodland camouflage was standard. When the Gulf War started, there wasn't enough time to fully switch over to desert-specific gear for every soldier. Now, the military did issue desert camo uniforms, the iconic chocolate chip pattern, but body armor is a lot more complex and expensive to produce than fabric uniforms. Most soldiers ended up wearing green woodland pattern body armor simply because that's what was available. Logistics always play a huge role in military operations. Manufacturing enough desert camouflage armor in such a short time, shipping it overseas, and distributing it to every soldier in the field wasn't feasible. So, the military used what it had: green body armor. Another factor was that the war was expected to be short. And it was. The ground invasion lasted only 100 hours. Given the rapid timeline, the military prioritized function over fashion. It was more important that soldiers had protection than perfectly matching camouflage. While mismatched camouflage might stand out to us, in the chaos of combat, the difference wasn't as noticeable, especially when vehicles and gear created a more varied visual environment. Today, the military has learned from these experiences. Modern camouflage is designed to be much more versatile, with the ability to adapt to different environments. But during Desert Storm, the priority was to win the war quickly, not to match every piece of gear to the environment. So next time you see photos of soldiers in the Gulf War, remember, what might look like a mismatch was actually a practical decision based on logistics, urgency, and the fast pace of military operations. If you enjoyed learning about the unexpected side of military history, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more unique insights into topics you won't hear about every day. And if you have questions about military gear or strategy that you're curious about, drop them in the comments. I might just cover them in a future video. Thanks for watching.